Last year, I talked about that the next Nintendo console, or what people call it, the Switch 2, should be backwards compatible. Nintendo should be smart about that. And of course, by now, if you follow the financial report, Furukawa did confirm that the next Nintendo console will be backwards compatible with the Switch. Again, is it a surprise? Well, maybe a little bit because there have been stories that it might not be due to the architect, but no. And I said it before that if the base architect is the same as the previous console, it should be easy. The Xbox Series XS, same as the Xbox One. PlayStation 5 is almost the same with the PlayStation 4. And of course, the Wii is the GameCube. So if the Switch 2 is the same architect that of the Switch, then it shouldn't be a problem. 3DS, DS, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, there are some that it wasn't, such as the PS3 to the PS2. They had to put two different hardware in one box, or the Wii U's backwards compatible have to go to Wii mode because the architect was way different. So with the Switch 2 or the next Nintendo console, it is sort of based on the Switch, makes sense. A souped-up Switch makes sense there. So kudos to Nintendo doing this. I wish that the Switch was backwards compatible, but of course they did talk about it before. The gist of it is there were rumors that were considered the Switch to be backwards compatible digitally with all your Wii U games. However, they just said, hey, look, you know what? The Wii U didn't sell. Not a lot of people have Wii U, and you know the story about it. So why not just remaster those games to a Switch version? Whether you like it or not, look, it worked. I bought some of the games. I know, shame on me, but it is what it is. It's better than nothing. So that's their alternative. So rather than just making it backwards compatible, they just say, hey, look, some of this game, you can just play them on the Switch. And it's added bonus. We'll give you a bone. We'll add some drinklet, a bit of more extra stuff. If I say, it is what it is there. I mean, what can you do? Like I said, the Wii U, it was not a bad system, but the marketing was confusing. And that you're trying to market to two different audience that it didn't work. That's what happened with the Wii U. So, but again, still, I kind of wish that it was backwards compatible. But again, sometimes it is what it is. People really don't mind about it. They don't mind the remastered because you never know. Maybe they're going to be remastering more game on the next Nintendo console. So, yes, Furukawa confirmed that the Nintendo Switch 2, the next Nintendo console, will be backwards compatible. With that said, another one is going to be compatible, and finally Nintendo is learning, probably with the help with Dana, and that is the Nintendo Switch Online account. So if you don't know in the past, unfortunately, starting with the Wii, each console had a different Nintendo account. The Wii had the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, or the Wii account, whatever, and then the Wii U had the Nintendo ID. And then finally with the Switch, the Nintendo Switch Online. You might say, okay, different name, what of it? Well, the thing is also how it works. So with Microsoft and Sony, with the PS3 and 360, you have one account and all your purchase, all your games is attached to that account. PlayStation 3 with the PSN, Xbox 360 with the Microsoft account. And I've been using it. Boom, every time I go to the next console, boom, all my accounts is there. And it's even easy to transfer all the games from one PS3 to another PS3 because, you know, mine broke down. But in the case with Nintendo console, with the Wii and the Wii U, well, there's a lot of problem. If you buy a replacement, you can't just transfer your game. You have to send it to Nintendo for them to do it for you. Especially with the Wii U, there have been stores where to buy a second Wii U, they tried to transfer the games, and it didn't work. And they told them, yeah, you got to send it to us. I'm like, oh, my gosh. And the problem really is that the knowledge behind it, they didn't. That's why before the Switch came out, Nintendo teamed up with Dana to help them with their online infrastructure. There you go. So in the case with the Nintendo Switch Online, yes, it's been confirmed. Again, no surprise that it will be using it on the next Nintendo console. That means any game you download on your Switch can be transferred to the Switch 2. Heck, another one. Of course, I bought a regular Switch 6 months after its launch, I know. And then later on, had some certificate from Best Buy. Decided to use them on the Nintendo Switch OLED. I'd rather have it for the PS5, but there's a different story there. And yeah, the transfer, it was easy. Easy peasy lemon squeeze, what people said it. So again, you gotta give credit to Nintendo. With the help of Dana, now everything's fluent, everything is easy. The Nintendo Switch account, it's very important that you should really make one. Even if you don't have a Nintendo console, it's free. You don't need a console to do an account. That's another thing also. As long as you just create one, you should be fine. So, but maybe later down the line, go, oh, I'm going to buy a Nintendo console. There you go. So, it is confirmed in two ways. Backwards compatible with the games, and your Nintendo Switch Online account will migrate to the next Nintendo console or the Switch 2. And that is great news. People are happy about that. Now, and I did talk about it before, and if you saw some of my short, I'm kind of trying to push it, trying to make a propaganda, I know. And that is, hopefully the next Nintendo console, finally Furukawa sees it, finally add their own version, their own definition, their own style of an universal achievement system. And like I said it before, it's been long overdue. People have been asking for this since, heck, the 3DS. I know sort of the Wii, but it was like, maybe it's too soon. The 3DS, people were asking for that, especially with the Wii U. I know Iwata said, well, that's what Miiverse is. Sorry to say, in my opinion, that doesn't count. They didn't do anything with the Switch. Some developer even said that they don't mind the achievement system. There are some that they do, but again, different people, different perspective, whatever. But no excuse. Give some people an option. You gotta put in the universal achievement system. It is time. People have been talking about it, including myself. Nintendo's the only company that's not doing it. Apple Arcade has it. Epic Games, Steam, PlayStation, Microsoft, etc., etc., etc. They have their own version. And, you know, credit to Kid and Chris said, they did consider it at one point, but the problem is they really couldn't do it their version. Even someone suggested, that just copy Microsoft, and someone, I guess, bitch and moan and is eviscerating that other guy, which is, in my opinion, stupid, but it is what it is. But we'll see. So, as of right now, they're not really announcing. I don't think they're going to announce the Nintendo Switch 2 this year. It's done. Let it go. Wait, probably, my theory, my guess, mid-January 2025, probably the earliest. They're probably going to say something. And maybe at March, they're probably going to do some sort of presentation. And by fall of 2025, they might release that one once again. Kind of makes sense. Like I said, the reason the Switch was released at March, because they know people are going to buy the Switch. They like the idea. And the Wii U was just really, it's on death's door. Nobody's buying them. Nobody gave a shit. They screwed up with the marketing. A lot of it wasn't good. The Wii mode wasn't good. Double dipping on the virtual console wasn't really good. I mean, granted, PlayStation's doing it with their games. If you want a PS5 version, you pay $10 more. So, you kind of let it slide now because Nintendo kind of did it with the virtual console. Now, PlayStation's kind of do it with their games. So, I mean, they're copying each other, right? So, anyway, there you go. Kudos to Nintendo. 2025 for Nintendo is going to be interesting. So, like I said, confirm, backwards compatible. Confirm, your Nintendo Switch Online account will migrate. So, the biggest one for me personally is, I want to see is have their own universal achievement system. It is time. No more excuses. Getting ridiculous in my opinion. Another one some people also said was boost mode. So there are rumors that the next Nintendo console will have some feature of a boost mode. And that the rumor is that, and I kind of guess this is what's going to happen rather than facing it from the Switch, is that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet might have an update for boost mode for the next Nintendo console. They're cutting their loss for the Nintendo Switch. It is what it is. And my theory also for the next Pokemon game, Legend AZ, which takes place in the Kalos region, that might be a regional game. I'm just going to guess about that one. Might be a Switch version and a Switch 2 version. And if you buy the Switch version, you put it on the Switch 2, you might get like the Switch 2 version, kind of like what PS5 and Xbox doing, smart delivery, free upgrade or whatever, or paid upgrade to some extent, maybe $10 more. I don't know. I'm just guessing there. But we have to wait and see. So, again, backwards compatibility, check. Migrate your Nintendo Switch Online, check. Hopefully, a universal achievement system, hopefully, But we're going to have to wait and see in 2025. Between January to March, they're probably going to reveal, and they're probably going to give some hints of what it is. Just be patient about it. That's all I can say. So anyway, that is my follow-up and thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2, the next Nintendo console, officially confirmed to be backwards compatible. With that, I'll see you guys later.